When did you stop helping your colleague at work? My coworker regularly talks about being a single mom and the hardships she faces as a result. I don't doubt it's been tough, but she annoys me with it because more than once she's implied I've got an easy life because I live with my kid's dad and he shares the responsibilities with me. At first, I tried to be understanding. Everyone has their struggles, and maybe talking about it was her way of coping. But as weeks turned into months, the constant commentary started to grate on me. At least once a week, she says she forgot to bring lunch, or that she didn't plan well and didn't bring enough food. Then she spends the rest of the day sighing dramatically and talking about how hungry she is, until someone inevitably offers her part of their lunch. It's never just me. I've seen her pull the same act with 3 or 4 other people, and she never offers anything in return. No snacks from home the next day. No coffee runs as a thank you. Nothing. She just takes and moves on like it's her right. At first, I gave her the benefit of the doubt. Maybe she was genuinely struggling. Maybe her budget was so tight that lunch was a luxury she couldn't always afford. I usually pack extra anyway, partly out of habit, partly because my kid sometimes decides they're suddenly starving when I pick them up. So I shared without thinking much of it. But then I started noticing things that didn't add up. Over the last 6 months, she's gone on a holiday abroad. She's bought a brand new kitchen appliance, not because her old one broke, but because the new model had more features. She showed up one Monday with an entire new wardrobe, not a thrift store find in sight. She's in the process of buying a second car, and she's the only driver in her household. And just last month, she bragged about how much she spends on Christmas presents for her family, making it sound like a small fortune. This isn't someone who's choosing between rent and groceries. This is someone who has money. She just chooses to spend it on luxuries instead of basics. And while that's absolutely her right, it's frustrating to realize that the person I thought might need help is just taking advantage of everyone's kindness. The final straw came when she told me that another coworker had added her to their family subscription for a streaming service. She laughed about it like it was no big deal, like it was totally normal that people should share their stuff with her just because she exists. That's when it clicked for me. She wasn't struggling. She was performing struggling, and everyone around her was falling for it. So I decided I was done. I stopped giving her anything, no snacks, no drinks, nothing from my lunch. And that's when her behavior shifted from passive-aggressive to blatantly manipulative. The first time I noticed it was when I brought a pack of extra drinks for the week and stored them in the shared fridge. A little while later, she walked over there, opened the fridge, and then spent the next half hour loudly talking about how thirsty she was. It was so over the top, I almost laughed. We get bottled water for free at work, and there's a fully stocked tea and coffee station. She wasn't thirsty. She wanted my drinks. Lunch breaks got even worse. We'd all be sitting at the table, and if I had something sweet left over, a small chocolate biscuit, for example, she'd start sighing about how she wished she'd brought something like that to top off her meal. She'd go on about needing the energy, how tired she was, how lucky I was to have thought ahead. At first, I responded politely, usually with a small, "oh yeah," or "that's too bad." But once I decided I was done,